guys, it's Vicky, and today I'm here to share with you a book haul, my first book haul of 2019. I've been really good this year about buying books. I wasn't intentionally not buying any. I just didn't feel like buying any books, other than my book of the month picks, which I've actually been reading at a regular clip also, so I've been doing really well there. But my birthday was at the end of March, and I got some birthday money and decided to treat myself to some books. So I got onto Book Outlet, and I got 7 books. So I'm going to share those with you now. So the first book that I picked up is one that I'm going to be reading for my local book club's quarterly read. We do a monthly read, and it's always a book that is either being turned into a movie or has been turned into a movie. But our quarterly reads we kind of just do as extra, just kind of for fun, and they can kind of be anything. This one, though, does also happen to have an adaptation. But that book is Alias Grace by Margaret Atwood. The only Margaret Atwood I have read is The Handmaid's Tale, and I really enjoyed it. And this one sounds really good. I did not realize how big it was when I bought it, but it's like a 560 page book, so it's kind of a big one. But it's about a woman named Grace Marks who is imprisoned for murdering her employer, I believe, and his housekeeper. And she's imprisoned, but she has no memory of committing the crime. Yeah, it sounds good. I really like this cover. It looks cool. Yeah. And all it says on the back for the synopsis is, sometimes I whisper it over to myself, murderous, murderous. It rustles like a taffeta skirt along the floor. So yeah, I'm hoping to probably read this in May. That's why I wanted to get it right away so that I could read it soon, because we're supposed to read it in either April, May, or June. So I figured I might as well read it now. The next book I picked up from Book Outlet is And the Trees Crept In by Dawn Kurtagic. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. This is a horror novel, spooky novel, about these 2 sisters who move in with their aunt, and pretty much immediately when they move in, they realize that this old house that they live in is definitely like cursed, haunted, what have you. They're surrounded by forest, and they start to kind of notice some creepy stuff. One thing being that it seems like the trees are moving closer and closer to the house, and they start seeing some creepy people. And I've heard that this book is actually really creepy, so I'm really excited to read this because I feel like it's been a minute since I've read a creepy book. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out very, very soon. The next book I picked up is another horror novel, and it's an author that I have been dying to read for pretty much since I started my channel. I first heard of her from Julie over at A Girl in a Book, and she has really enjoyed this author, and I can't believe that it has now been 2 years and I still have not read any of her books. So I saw one on Book Outlet, I picked it up, and it is Within These Walls by Anya Ahlborn. This one is about a guy who is a true crime writer, and he gets contacted by this mass murderer who is currently on death row, who for years and years wouldn't talk to anybody. But he contacts this man specifically and wants him to write about his story. So this guy moves from New York to, I believe, Washington State. Yes, Washington State. Moves into this like creepy old farmhouse that I believe has some sort of tie-in to this murderer, and starts to experience some creepy stuff. So I'm really excited to try Anya Ahlborn out, because I've heard such good things, though I've heard more about her book Brother, but I'm a little bit nervous about that one because that one I guess has a lot of body horror in it, and I'm not always 100% like liking that kind of horror because I'm really squeamish. But this kind of stuff, creepy ghosts, creepy people, that kind of supernatural type stuff, I'm totally all for. Next up, I grabbed Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. Earlier this year, I have read 2 of Kristen Hanna's books. I read The Nightingale, and I also read The Great Alone. I enjoyed them both immensely, and so did Bobby over at Bobby Reads Too Much. So we decided we were going to buddy read this book. So I think we're planning on doing it in June. And this book is basically just about two girls who become friends in, I believe, middle school, and it kind of chronicles their friendship for like a 30-year span, but then something catastrophic happens that really tests their friendship. It sounds like it's going to be good. I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed Kristen Hanna's two other books that I have read, and so I don't think this one's going to disappoint. I'm sure it's going to be one of those ones that really plays with your emotions, because her books seem to do that. So I'm really excited to read this with Bobby. I think we're really going to enjoy it. I also picked up Columbine by Dave Cullen, and this is one that has been on my radar for quite a while that I have wanted to read. But what really pushed me over the edge and made me decide I had to buy it was Joni over at Joni Reads. She did a in-depth review of this book, and when hearing her talk about it, I was just like, I just have to buy it and read it as soon as possible. This is a very in-depth journalistic style account of what happened on April 20th, 1999, when the Columbine school shooting happened. So I'm really interested in reading this. I don't want to say I'm excited to read it, because that sounds kind of weird, but I was a freshman in high school when Columbine happened, and I know that in my personal experience, I felt like public high school life, or maybe just public school life in general, changed dramatically after this event. It was very disturbing at that time. And I also read Sue Klebold's book, A Mother's Reckoning, a couple of years ago, and also found that to be a very eye-opening read. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard it's amazing, that the writing in here is great, that Dave Cullen just really touches all the bases and really did his research, and so I'm really excited about that. Next, I grabbed a book that was very popular last year. It was a very popular thriller. I, of course, have to wait until it goes into paperback, because I'm cheap. That book is The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. This was one that, like I said, was talked about a lot last year. It is a book that is kind of given nods to Stephen King's It, which I absolutely love, but of course, a much smaller scale. But it's about a group of teenagers, and it bounces back and forth in time. It bounces between 1986 and 2016. So back in 1986, there's a group of boys. They're all friends. They hang out, and they use this kind of code where they leave each other little like chalk drawings to kind of tell each other where they're going or what they're doing or whatever. And one day they see a chalk drawing on the ground, and they follow it, and they find a dead body. And then fast forward to 2016, one of the boys is now, obviously they're all grown up, and he is a teacher, and he gets this letter, this letter in the mail, and when he opens it, there is the same chalk drawing on the paper. And so, yeah, he gets in touch with his old buddies, realizes that they all got the same thing, and then one of them also gets killed. So it kind of becomes this whole whodunit kind of thing. Who killed this person, the person back in 1986, who is like terrorizing us now kind of thing. And I've heard that this one's pretty good, so I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a quick read, because it is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I've heard good things, so I'm excited to check it out. And then the last book that I picked up from Book Outlet is Lethal White by Robert Galbraith. This is the fourth book in the Cormoran Strike series. I've really enjoyed this series. I think the first two books were great. The third book was okay for me. I liked it, but there were also things I didn't like about it. But I definitely want to continue with the series, because like I said, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Cormoran as a character. I think he's great. I love his dynamic with his partner Robin. Yeah, I really enjoy it. This is also quite a chunky book, so I don't know when exactly I will read it. I last read the third book, I believe, in December of 2018, so I'd like to get to this one hopefully by the end of this year, just because the story and the characters are still pretty fresh in my mind from the series, so I would like to just kind of keep it going, but we'll see. I don't know anything about this, what it's like, what the mystery is or anything. I was just like, Cormoran Strike, yeah, sign me up. So yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Alright guys, so those are all the books that I bought for my birthday book haul, and it's my first haul of the year. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Please let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Let me know which ones you think I should make a priority and read as soon as possible. Like I said, a couple of them I'm planning on reading in the next month or two anyway, which is awesome because, you know, the idea is when you buy books, you should read them within a reasonable time. That doesn't always happen, as we all know. You know, us book lovers, we tend to buy books and then they sit on our shelves for years. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. So I'm kind of excited that I've bought these books and I'm hopefully going to read them very soon. So anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will talk to you very soon. Thanks so much for watching.